Hello my beautiful darlings, and welcome to another Bedroom Guru. I know that, do you know what, I have been a bit few and far between lately. The reason being is because my laptop has been away with the repairers, which is the main source of how I do everything, my guided meditations and everything. And because of the COVID, apparently it's taken 3 weeks. It's going to take another 2 weeks. Happy days. So I have been a bit restricted on what I can add on here. I've also been getting ready for my holiday. And the reason why I'm going to do this video is because I was speaking to someone, emailing someone today, and they basically, I was giving them some advice on how to live spiritually, how to be mindful. And I said, look, I'm going on holiday, so if there's anything you need, in a couple of weeks, then I'll get back to you then. She goes, oh, I'm going away, and I'll do all this when I get back. And I'm like, whoa, hang on a minute. What do you mean, do it all when you get back? So this video I've been inspired to do because it's about operating mindfulness and recharging your soul whilst away on a holiday. So it could be a weekend breakaway somewhere here. And obviously we're very restricted on where we can go, aren't we, abroad? But it's just tips on how to maintain and how to recharge a soul that needs a bit of recharging in these stressful times. And people say, well, what can I do on holiday? And it's really simple stuff. The first thing I'm going to do is put my bikini on and I'm going to run into that sea and I'm going to snorkel. And there's a reason I do that. One is because I'm an absolute sea baby and I just adore the water and the sea and the wildlife in there, the sea life in there. And there's another reason I do it. Going into the sea is a very, very strong, powerful source of soul energy, if you like. It's kind of like the pure force of Gaia, Mother Nature. She can be gentle and calming and restful, and she can be rageful and throwing waves all over the place. I love the volatile energy nature of Gaia. And so I see the energy of the sea as a massive recharge. And I did one yesterday. I took the babies down the beach and did a grounding there. And I'm going to tell you about grounding. Grounding is allowing yourself to be connected to the earth or in the water, away from human beings, away from technology, just to clear your energy and cleanse it. You must have seen previous videos before about this. And it basically allows you to completely relax all of your body, open your chakra points, visualize them being cleansed as you're in the water or on the earth, barefoot, wherever you are, in a woodland or whatever it is, by a river. And it's just allowing yourself that personal time to connect with source. And that's what they mean when they say connect with source. It's that simple. So when I go snorkeling, one, I bloody love it, right? And two, I basically take a breath and I just listen to my breathing and I slow it down. So I do a mindfulness on my breathing, which most people tell you to do in yoga, in meditation. And so I think about my breathing and I slow it right down. And while I'm doing that, I'm looking at what's below me in the water, whether it's fish or reefs or whatever it's going to be. And I thank Archangel Ariel. Archangel Ariel not only deals with world disasters and the planet, she's also responsible for the animal kingdom as well, anything other than humans. And I thank her and I give her gratitude, okay? And for some reason this uplifts me and brings me to this real point of euphoria. And then I allow myself to snorkel, sometimes up to 3 hours. I don't know if my other half's going to do that though. He might have been out after about half hour, but it's too cold. But I basically will be doing that, taking breaths in and acknowledging the beauty of nature, okay? Whilst being enfolded in water, which is a natural conduit of the spirit world. It's a bit like electricity and metal. Water to us is just a main connection to the spirit world. So I'll be doing that. Prior to that, I should have mentioned this, prior to even getting to the airport, Archangel Raphael is not only the Archangel of healing, but he's also Archangel of travel. So I just say to him, please make sure everything goes smoothly. And I envisage me and who I'm with to be completely covered in green light so that we have a lovely, peaceful, smooth running, which it always works. When you're so if we now jump to when you're in the water, whether you're swimming in a pool, floating in a pool with your ears under the water, if there's anything you need to get rid of, anything you're worried about, just imagine it going away and dissipating into the water. Okay, it's a brilliant cleansing ceremony. It's a brilliant way of acknowledging what's on your mind, and it gives you time when you're on holiday to just get rid of it and continually do it. And it's so simple to do. All you got to do is float in the water or swim, and you just think these thoughts and imagine it being all dispersed by the water around you. It's really simple. What I also do as well is, obviously you've got to have a bit of a drink away, haven't you? I'm not really a big drinker, to be honest with you, but I'm always mindful as well to have water in between each drink. Again, water is an excellent source of us connecting with them, and it also allows you to enjoy yourself and be more connected with yourself rather than get totally pissed. And then wake up feeling crap and ruin half your day. Don't get me wrong, if you want to do it, do it. I'm just telling you ways of how I do it. I'm very mindful as well that I eat lots of fruit and things that are good for me. Obviously, you can have pig outs. You know, this isn't a Snow White's version of going on holiday. They're just little things to show yourself that you're being mindful of looking after yourself. The other thing as well is that everybody has a good book. By all means, if you want to read a good book, then please do. Show me my book isn't out yet. You could have read that. Joking. Well, I'm not. But I also make sure that I do a guided meditation. If I'm laying by the pool or laying on the beach or something, and you know, rather than read a book, sometimes I'll put a guided meditation on. I use Pura Rasa. I think I've mentioned her a lot. She's got a lovely energy to her voice. Her music's fantastic. And anything that you want to pick as a guided meditation, including mine that I do on here, just chuck them on. What you sunbathe in. So you might as well plug in to something that's going to help you whilst you're sunbathing. Okay, it's so easy to do. It's so easy to do. So it's another way of being mindful. It's another way of meditating. It's another way of checking out how you're feeling. I also love, there's nothing better than having a gin and tonic on the terrace, just writing in your soul journal how you're feeling, what kind of things. Because what happens is when you go on holiday, you know, if you're a busy working mum or you're a busy working dad, or you just got a really busy business and it's crazy, and then you get you know, to your destination, whether it's here or away, you kind of just end up sleeping and you're knackered and you're resting, and then when you rest, things come to light that you haven't had a chance to think about before or deal with. So it's a really good chance in your soul journal to write out things that are on your mind, analyse any troubling dreams, or just have a look at how you're doing. It's just a little check-in with yourself while you're away. You know, so you don't have to go to these posh retreats. You don't have to go and, you know, pay thousands of pounds to go to a posh yoga place. You can do it all yourself. And it's very simple. It's not hard work, you know. And you don't have to do it every day. You don't have to do it 3 times a day. Just do it when you think, do you know what, I'm going to give that a little go. Because it doesn't interfere with your holiday process, really, does it? We all like sitting there after we've had a shower with a glass of wine or a gin and tonic on the terrace. Sorry. And then that's when I'll write out, wow, this is amazing, write out my feelings and write out anything I need to write out while I'm there. And even sometimes you think of thought processes or plans of what you want to do when you get back. So rather than go back and think, oh Christ, I've got to go back to the drudgery, you go back with an excitement because you've got a bit of a life plan going on. And that's really good. You know, you can ask Archangel Jeremiah, who helps you review your life and make plans of what you want to aspire to in the near future. And so you can ask him to come along. And he's a wonderful energy that allows you to get, you know, random thoughts and ideas in your head that will take you forward on your path. So it's a really good time during that relaxation time before you go out for dinner or go out whatever you're going to do, and acknowledge, you know, where you are, what you want to aspire to, and how you're feeling. It's just getting in touch with yourself. Also, you know, I love walks as well, and you know, if there's mountainous areas, if there's green areas, jungles, whatever it is, make sure you try and get out in nature as much as possible. And again, you know, all you got to do is be mindful to thank Ariel if you like, or even Michael sometimes if you want strength and courage to move forward in a given situation. Being connected around nature, mostly we do that a lot more, don't we, when we're away on holiday? We'll visit these lovely places, and so be mindful to just do that. And really, it's that simple. It's about being mindful of being in nature, especially water, because we're going swimming with dolphins and whales in the wild. Oh my God. And that, again, is going to be a massive spiritual experience. You're there amongst these beautiful wildlife out in the sea wild, and you're literally right next to them, you know. And so again, that'll be another thing where it'll be expressing gratitude. What is the whole point of this? The whole point of expressing gratitude is that the more you feel grateful for the little things in life, the more your vibration rises, and the more you're happy, and the more you attract good luck, fortune, and opportunities that work for you. The more negative we are, all we're going to do is stay in a ditch and attract negative opportunities, bad luck and frustrating times around us. So gratitude is a real good way to make you feel good, to make you feel happy. And when you're on holiday as well, it's even more stronger because you're feeling happy because you're away from everything anyway, you know. So to add that to the mix, you're going to raise your vibration really, really high. And hopefully if you do this quite regularly on the holiday, whenever you feel like, don't force yourself, as it becomes a chore, doesn't it? But if you're doing that regularly by perhaps listening to a guided meditation, being aware when you go in the sea, being aware if you're in mountains or if you're in a jungle, wherever you are, of everything around you, the breath and the life of nature and the wildlife, it does raise your vibration. Whether you know it or not, it really does. And then you kind of go back home feeling heightened. And if you continue that at home, you don't get that big whoop that you're back home, back to the COVID crap and all the rest of it, you know. So it's all about being mindful, but using the place you're at. You're not going to be going to a rubbish place, are you? So being mindful of where you are and what things you can use to make you feel heightened, grateful, happy, at peace, hopeful. Visualizing perhaps your present and seeing how happy you are and what needs to change, or visualizing your future, what you aspire to and what you really want to go for, you know. So use all this time to think about where you are, what you would like and how you're feeling at the moment. It's a brilliant opportunity for you to tune into yourself, okay? As I said, it's not a boot camp. You don't have to do it every day all the time, but it's the perfect place. It's totally conducive to what you want to aim for when you're here. So if you get into like a little practice there, start working it when you're back here. So I was explaining this to this lady. She went, oh God, she goes, I thought I'd have to do loads of, you know, spiritual practices. It's like a classroom. I said, no, it's just about being grateful. It's being happy. It's monitoring yourself. It's opening yourself up. And there's many videos on here on how to connect with angels. Just look through. And by heightening your vibration, you'll find that you're in a massive sense of euphoria the whole way through your holiday, on top of you already being happy that you're on holiday. So just give it a go. It was just a little thought that came into my head, because when she said, oh no, I'll do all that when I get back, I'm like, do all what? It's really that simple. Just being mindful wherever you are, to embrace the environment and to look at your body and visualise perhaps yourself as a blob, and watch yourself be, you know, completely surrounded by the water or the greenery, wherever you are, and then just cleansing yourself of it and allowing yourself to be free and happy. You know, that's what it's all about. Anyway, it's just a couple of tips that I thought about, because they're the sort of things I'll be doing on top of all the other great adventures we'll be having. But it's just something that I wanted to let you know. Spirit person coming in. Very helpful. Just to let you know, how to enjoy your holiday spiritually as well as, you know, as a human. So give it a go. The archangels are there for you. Nature is there for you to use and charge from. And I hope that this helps people just to, you know, give yourself a little lift up while you're on holiday, as well as being happy that you're away from everything. So anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you. I don't know when it will be that I'll be next speaking on here, but I just want to send my love to everybody. Again, thank you for your support, because I'm over 1,000 subscribers now, which is absolutely immense. I'm so happy about that. And when I get back, I will be working full throttle on the Tarot online learning course. Okay, so that there's so many people asking about that, but I've just been so busy. I haven't been able to give it my full attention. So with that, take care of yourselves, and if any of you go on holiday, let me know how you get on by just heightening your experience by using spiritual tools and mindfulness when you're there. Be interested to see what you've got to say. So take care, and I shall see you very soon. Bye now.